stable, okay? So let's get started. Welcome to Bar Yoga. We begin today. We're closing off our standing sequences, okay? As well as our inversion, working our way into Scorpion. So we're beginning in Prasarita. Just get into Prasarita here. Feel that deep engagement. You can come into a forward bend if it feels good. Otherwise, you just let go. Release the hips, okay? Open the hips up. Feel that deep sense of release coming here. All the way out through the floor. Push the sitting bones to the back of the room. Feel the sternum lifting as well as a shoulder rotation engaging here. And at some point, the crown of the head starts wanting to get situated on the floor. But just slip in 2 or 3 breaths here. Open up the hips. Open up the hips even wider. Throw them back to the sitting bone on the floor. Otherwise, you're just going to hang out here and slip in 2 or 3 more breaths here. So hip mobility really affects the full intensity of our hip plays, okay? So it's wise, it's very profitable for our routine to just feel those hips opening up wider and wider. Throw the sitting bones to the back of the room, and then you just feel that intensity. We're going to do it on the second side, okay? Just flip to the second side of your mat. Throw the sitting bones to the back of the room and just feel that lift coming all the way up through the tailbone, all the way through the pelvic floor, and draw in and out, and just cushion your breath, okay? We're just going to hang out here, just have 1 or 2 breaths here. Feel those hips opening. Eventually the pelvic floor, the quadriceps starts to give way, okay? And we want to tap into that space. So we're just going to slip in 2 or 3 breaths here. Calm our mind and return our minds onto the mat, okay? Just feel that intensity as it goes. Good. 1 more breath. Just quiet the mind here. And then we're going to begin. We're going to place the crown of our heads to the floor if it feels available. Otherwise, you just take more time, okay? Take as much time as you need to just feel the lift grow. Otherwise, you just stay anchored here. Stay present in the moment. Breathe. Don't try to hold your breath at all. And then we're going to take our full split here. Open up the hips even wider. More and more. Should feel really good. Now, you've noticed that we're touching the back wall now. If you have a wall to support, otherwise you just stay mid-air here and just flex. Flex and point. Feel that intensity come in, that aliveness come in. Now with our breath, we might just take easy prana breaths here, easy backbends, allowing us to open up more and more into backbends. So shall be a very intense backbending action today here on the mat. Open those hips up more and more. Good. Take it to the second side. Good. Bring it all the way back. Plug them firmly and then raise them up. Just breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel the entire stretch, the frame of the body lifting. Breathe in that intensity of the spine. Draw in and out. Good. Open those hips. Good. Push out the pelvic floor. So come into Scorpion. Feel much more energized, much more in power, and in control. Good. So as you come down, and then we're just going to move back a little, okay? Now, we're coming our way into a tripod here. And as we do, feel like you have a lift up, open even more, wider. Feel that gap intensifying. Good. Trust the process. So we're not in our neck at all. All this time we're just in our upper chest area. The sternum as well as our shoulder rotation is giving us a nice balance lift here. Lift and grow to tap into that space. Breathe. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. So you poke out the glute in this one, okay? Try to poke out the glute. It just cushions us even more. Good. Good. So open up wider to feel the entire intensity of the practice. Come all the way down, down, down. Breathe. Just breathe all throughout this entire work. Out. Feel like the hips are getting a nice deep tilt here. Good. Inside. Feel like the side body lift as much as it is the full body. Getting a nice manual lift. Good. Might do an acrobatic trick here. If it feels good, it does. Good. Bring it in. Good. Second side. Good. Light work. Just let in 1 or 2 breaths. How does it feel? We feel like we've added a little bit of Raja Kaput, rubber to the spine. I'm speaking with my Afrikaans accent. So we tap into that Prasarita hip opening action all the way from the frame of our legs, from the calves, the glutes, to the quads, quadriceps, hamstrings. Feel that nice lift here. Good. As you come up again. Feel the pelvic floor. Get a massive release here. Second side. Coming to Utkatasana or chair pose. Utkatasana. Good. Breathe and breathe. Breathe. Don't hold your breath, okay? Or don't compromise your breath to get deeper into this pose. Oh, yes. Flexor point. Oh, it feels so good. So good for you. Going to do a little tug. In and out. Second side. Tug. and then out. And up we come slowly. Whew. Good. Now we're going to come into our tripod. I just fix your garment a little. Gets a little topsy-turvy, I know. Open up your chest, the hip. We've had much practice all throughout our April set down, so you feel much more well balanced here today. So our toe should feel much more secure here. Talk about the glutes as you do. Feel much empowered here. Open the chest. Breathe. Nice steady breaths here. Yes. Breathe. 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 Oh, the chest should feel very much open, like the full chest is taking a nice release today here. Full chest release, just giving us a nice cooling effect. Good. Open up the chest more and more. Yes, friend. Feel the lip. Feel the lift. Feel the lift. Feel the lift. Open. Should feel really nice, like a massive tug here. Breathe. Good. Come out. Nice and slow. Oh, brilliant. Whew. So we're going to come into our side tripod, just getting our garment situated to get nice and comfortable here, okay? Now try to come into the center of the mat so that the camera angle is much secure. But on the mat, on your practice, just try to take up space as it feels available to you, okay? So just present it. We're going to come into a nice tug here. Do a little forward bend. A bend if it feels available to you. Just practice here. Test out to your spine. Give it a nice massage of the foot. Good. To the extent that you feel comfortable. Today here. Breathe and breathe. Ooh. Open my hips up. Good. You feel like a nice deep practice here. As we're rounding up our scorpion practice for the entire month of April, we're just taking stock of the progress that we've made thus far, okay? Come to Utkatasana chair pose. Step into that space that is opening up nice and wide. Good. Feel the intensity of the work. What did we do? Here on the floor. Good. Nice, massive progress for us here. Good. Coming down slowly, okay? Nice and slow. Just step into that space. You can see the progress that we are not in the neck at all, but because of our sternum, which is a T-bone shape at the front of the chest here, we try to lift into that space, even as we are in inversions, which is our main anchor. We're engaging in our shoulder rotation. It really balances us, tells us to move out of the neck and into the upper chest so that we are much more balanced, okay? So it doesn't feel topsy-turvy at all when we're up there. It's just an activation for our endocrine system, as well as our abduction. Our transversus abdominis and as well as our rectus abdominis is really involved. It's our core anchor lifting us up. So we feel the growth and we tap into that space, okay? Good, so we need to come to the center again to come up into our last stretch here for this class. Good. Just breathe. Take that growth. Come into inversions here. Into scorpion. Feel that massive relief across the back. Breathe. Open. One down. Good. Step into that space. Breathe into it again. Second side. Good. So we've made 1,000 videos up to this point. All the number of workout here. We really began since February, and this is our second month now. So in May we'll be posting our third month growth, which is just massive, and feel the progress to such a beautiful space. Thank you. I love each and every one of you who are watching and supporting the channel. Just so grateful, okay? Good. So you're going to just feel that good stretch here. Breathe. Poke out harder and harder. Feel the pelvic floor. Get a nice tilt here. Good. Lift all the way up. Round of applause. Thighs here. Good. We made it. And then we're coming up slowly, okay? Good. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ooh. Let's step into that space. And now we're going to come and do a little inversion, okay? A little bit of vinyasa to just counter out the blood flow, all the happy hormones that are rushing and gushing into our bloodstream right now. We're just going to come into triangle stretch, okay? Good. As we evolve the chest, we're really lifting by pressing down our heels and the balls of our feet. Good. Coming up here. As we get set to get into our back bend, really feel like you're pressing the hips up more and more to our back bend. Take it to the second side. Open up, evolve the chest. Good. More and more. Good. Open the chest, plank, up dog, and plank, and down dog. Curl. Good. Back to the side. We're really just stepping into that space. Feel the back really gets a nice release here, as intense as possible. Massive relief. Evolve the chest up more and more. Press down the circumference of our heels to lift up the torso. Good. You poke out the glutes here. Feel that it's a very, very much gluteal practice here. Poke out more and more. This allows us to get stable when we come into back bends, okay? Just give it a cushion. Good. Come out. Might take a little Prasarita here. We then go to the second side. Good. Breathe. In and out. Just as easily. Might look at your upper thigh area. Breathe. Good. So just square up. Relax your kaput. Variation here. Tell this to just be nice and strong. And then we come out. Oh, we take it to the front. Plank. Up dog. Plank and down dog. Good. We're going to come into our hip opener here. Really just feel that hip. Should be much more open now, especially with our inversions. Just so much easier for us to just come down. Good. We're really just going to take that space into account. Just slip in 1 or 2 breaths here. Really lift up the chest, okay? Try to lengthen from the crown of your head all the way up to the tailbone. And even as we come deeper into our hip opener here, let's just slip in 1 more breath. Good. Now we're going to come to pyramid. Don't take the full stretch, okay? Just going to come and try to activate those hips. Breathe in and out. Good. And when you come out, it feels good. Plank. Up dog. Plank. And down dog. Lift up our right hip. And then we come down. Feels so good. We tilt our foot, right foot, the upper quadrant of the mat. It just allows us to invite us to get deeper into this hip stretch, okay? Just breathe in. Try to lengthen through the tailbone, all the way up to the crown of the head. See here, like the spinal frame is very, very much involved. Our rectus and the transversus abdominis are really our anchor here. As we feel, we tap into that space, nice and strong. Good. We come out. Opening that hip, plank, up dog, plank and down dog. Good. Okay, do walk and back here. Dancer's pose. Feels good. Just kick into that leg. Tell yourself you have balance. Good. So you come into that quad stretch. Good. Come out. More and more. And then maybe to come into lotus, okay? Yep, into the space. Breathe. Good. Back up. And then out. Up dog. Down dog. Good. Just have a little breather here. And down dog. Up to the center. Just tell yourself we have balance here. So take our right leg. Dancer's pose. Kick into the space. Quad stretch. Good. You're welcome to add your Virasana 3 and airplane to the sequence of here. Otherwise, you just hang out here with me. Good. Come out. Good. Now we're going to hit the floor and we're going to come into wheel. Reversing bridge. Knuckles to the ground. Till lift up the tailbone. Bring the chin, the sternum to the chin. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. Good. Otherwise, we come to the crown of our heads now. In wheel. Good. Coming down. Recline pigeon. Tap into that hip opening space. Oh, it should feel really good. Feel like the hips are really, really open today. We'll feel that full intensity of our practice, okay? Good. Just slip in 2 more breaths here. Good. So we've really locked in a lot of growth, a lot of enlightenment for the frame of our body throughout our scorpion practice for April. Try to come high up in the upper chest as possible for pull out. Good. And then out. Just breathe and breathe it in, okay? Just take 1 or 2 gratitude breaths here. And you're closing up our first series for today. Thank you so much for joining me this far. If you made it this far, please like the video, subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of our uploads, okay? Hit the notification bell and leave your thoughts in the comments box down below, okay? The communication box. Our suggestion box equivalent, okay? Any suggestions, any tips, any requests, special mentions, shout outs, please do so in the comments, okay? And I'll be sure to reply. Thank you so much for joining.